Hi Parkside family, how are you? At the moment, those three words really matter because we actually mean them as we struggle through the adversity of this lockdown. I was tasked to do a devotional, and I know I've spoken to a few of you, all coping in different ways, and wanted to spend a few minutes today speaking about the adversity we face and how I manage. Adversity either crumbles you or becomes the foundation of your success. In order to learn, we require a certain level of adversity. Things in life will happen to you. At the moment, we are separated, and I am missing you all. And yes, we do have wonderful online ministry, but it doesn't replace the warmth of the people. From my chats with Elder Steve early in the morning before you all arrive, setting up the chairs, to my chats with Emmanuel about trying to learn to sing. And I miss being part of a family. And I'm looking forward to the day when I see the praise team up front and Nicole getting us up and getting us to say hi to one another. I'm sure the next time we say hi, how are you, face to face, it will actually be deeper. It'll be more than an inquiry, as we genuinely care about the response. You see, adversity is 10% what happens to you and 90% what you do about it. And we all at this time have to find the strength to go on. And if you don't have the strength, I know that God does. So how can we find a way through this lockdown? You see, happiness is an emotional response to an outcome. It's cause and effect. We can't sustain it because we immediately raise the bar every time we attain it. Happiness is simply result reliant. But joy is a really different thing. Joy is not a choice. Joy is not a response. Joy is the feeling we have from doing what we are fashioned to do, no matter what the outcome. Joy is always in process, and it is a constant. Imagine a life full of joy, where you wake up every day full of life and excited about what the day holds. We can live a life full of joy as we follow Jesus. It doesn't mean that we will be happy every day, but we will be full of Jesus and the contentment that that brings. And I like to refer here to Romans chapter 12, verses 9 to 13, and forgive me whilst I read this. Let love be without hypocrisy, abhor what is evil, and cling to what is good. Be kindly affectionate to one another with brotherly love, in honour giving preference to one another, not lacking in diligence, fervent even in spirit, serving the Lord, rejoicing in hope, patient in tribulation, continuing steadfastly in prayer, distributing to the needs of saints, given to hospitality. It's quite a power-packed message that we could spend the rest of our lives working on and never fully accomplish. But here's the key though. This is the path to live a life full of joy. Focusing on acts of kindness, we fill our hearts to overflowing. Just look at some of these. Be sincere in your love. Cling to what is good. Be devoted and honour others above you. Those sound difficult, but the fruit from those actions will bring a mighty harvest of joy into our lives. Living a life full of joy all hinges on ridding ourselves of selfishness. The more we focus on ourselves, the less joy we will have. We will chase from thing to thing, hoping that it makes us happy. Stop the chase today and start focusing on Romans 12. We will be better off and soon discover that life full of joy. Miss you all. See you soon.
Gospel Bites, the Bible in 60 seconds. Joshua. The book of Joshua is named after the successor of Moses. It is widely accepted that Joshua himself wrote the book that bears his name. The Jews separated the Old Testament into 3 divisions: the Law, the Prophets, and the Psalms. Joshua is the first book in the division of the Prophets. Joshua was written in the early part of the 14th century, just as Israel were entering the land of Canaan to capture it and fulfill God's promise to Abraham. The land of Canaan was inhabited by a number of different tribal groups, and over a period of 6 to 7 years they were gradually conquered by the Israelite forces. The book of Joshua details this period and outlines God's faithfulness as the Israelites battled to take control of the territory and eventually settle peacefully in the land. Although many mistakes were made along the way, Joshua shows that when we humbly put our trust in God and move forward courageously, then victory is assured. And that's Joshua in 60 seconds.